Seiko Tokyo, it's the men's 100 meters world final.
男子 100m 決勝。
In lane 2, world rank number 3, representing South Africa.
南アフリカ記録保持者、南アフリカ共和国。
Akani Simbini. Lane 3, twice the African under-20 champion representing Nigeria.
パーソナルベスト9秒88、ナイジェリア。
Kayinsola Ajayi. Lane 4, 6 times the world champion, the Olympic champion for the USA.
ブダペスト大会金メダル、アメリカ合衆国。
Noah Lyles. In 5, the Olympic Games silver medalist representing Jamaica.
ワールドリーダー、ワールドランキング1位、ジャマイカ。
Kishane Thompson. In 6, twice an Olympic Games silver medalist for the USA.
パーソナルベスト9秒79、ワールドランキング5位、アメリカ合衆国。
Kung Fu Kenny Benarek. In 7, the best of 981 set earlier this year for Jamaica.
ワールドランキング4位、ジャマイカ。
Oblique Seville. Lane 8, welcome the Olympic 200-meter champion representing Botswana.
ブダペスト大会銀メダル、ボツワナ。
Letsile Tobago. Lane 9, a lifetime best set here at 9:87, representing South Africa.
パーソナルベスト9秒8。
Now, what happens when the greatest sprinter of all time retires? For most countries, it marks the end of an era, but for Jamaica, it's simply the beginning of another one. Welcome back. Today, we are looking at another incredible display of Jamaican sprinting excellence, as the nation's rising stars continue to prove that the black, green, and gold remain the standard in the world athletics. From explosive 100 meters victory to impressive 400 meters performance, Jamaica is one again reminding the world why it continues to produce the fastest athletes of the world. This indicator commentary, welcome and thank you for those people who have been liking, subscribing and sharing. Let's continue diving in as we are heading to 10,000 subscribers. Don't forget to share and subscribe.
The tension just needs to go a little higher. We'll find out what the start team make of that. We'll hear from start referee Helen. Yeah, Bolt knows what he thinks he saw. We all know what we think we saw, but there's only one opinion that counts.
Line 8, full stop.
And unfortunately, it is a red card. It's a disqualification for Letsile Tobago. We go again, Simbini, Ajayi, Lyles, Thompson, Benarek, Seville, and Leon Layla. The start is crucial, nice and quiet.
One oblique. On your marks. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Navaja
voi ryömyä, jos siellä indeksi ei ole ihan niin sitten katsoo, että se on kilpailu. Käsittääkseni.
Set. This time away. Great start by Kishore Thompson. Thompson leading. Race to make Australia. Jamaica won to Jamaica won to There's the confirmation. Lyles takes bronze. Thompson takes silver and a lifetime best of 9.77. The world champion, the fastest man in the world, is still Jamaican. Oblique Seville.
さあ、ただいまの男子 100m 決勝はジャマイカのセビルが9秒77のパーソナルベストです。そして2着には同じくジャマイカトンプソン9秒82、3着アメリカ合衆国のライルズ9秒89のシーズンベストです。
There's the replay. Look at the pickup from the two Jamaicans as they come upright. They're already 1 and 2. Lyles playing catch up as he so often has to get the bronze.
Well, let's have a look at the athletes from the first heat. Matt Hudson-Smith, by the way, the European champion and bronze medalist at the World Championships, goes in heat 4 for England. There's the lineup: Geldenhuys of Namibia, Timbachi of Vanuatu, Anthony Cox of Jamaica, Solomon of Australia, Steve Solomon, watch him, Kumaraj of Sri Lanka, Desroy Jordan of St Vincent and the Grenadines, and Shay Lara of Trinidad and Tobago on the outside. So with only 3 non-automatic qualifier spots, let's make the first 3 or you're not going to make it through to the semis is really the message. There is Che Lara, 46.92 man this year. He'll be running blind. His personal best was last year, 46.4. In lane 7 for St Vincent and the Grenadines, he's actually the national 800 metres champion this year. Desroy Jordan, the 21-year-old, best of 47.76 this year. In 6, Kalinga Kumaraj of Sri Lanka, 3 times their champion and the reigning champion, set his personal best actually, but back on the 23rd of April. He hasn't raced since the middle of June. In 5, the very experienced Australian Steve Solomon, 8th in the Olympic Games in London 2012. Remember that, 10 years ago now. A semi-finalist in Tokyo last year, and he holds the Australian record for 400 indoors at 45.4. Good athlete. There's Anthony Cox of Jamaica. Had COVID in Eugene, but was able to compete in the heats of the 4x400 for his nation. Came 3rd in the Jamaican Championships earlier on this summer. There's obedient Timbaki of Vanuatu. Went out in his heat of the World Championships, the 19-year-old, best of 52.85 this year, and that is his lifetime best. And then in 2 is Ivan Dani Geldenhuis of Namibia. 21 in a few days' time, the South African semi-finalist in the African Championships in Mauritius back in early June, but he hasn't raced either since early June, the 20-year-old Geldenhuis. 46.4 his best this year. Remember, the first 3 go through by right, so he'll be right on the cusp of it, will Ivan Dani Geldenhuis. Champion is Mokwala. He's up Mokwala of Botswana. Indeed, his teammate Babaloki Thebe took out the silver on the Gold Coast back in 2018. So the first heat of 7 then in the men's 400 metres. Geldenhuis in 2, Timbaki of Vanuatu in 3, Cox of Jamaica 4, Solomon of Australia in 5, the Sri Lankan Kumaraj in 6, Jordan of St Vincent and the Grenadines in 7, and Lara of Trinidad and Tobago in lane 8.
Set.
Well, qualifying from this should be a formality for an athlete of the calibre of Steve Solomon of Australia, but he'll want a solid run. He's in 5. They're right in the centre in the yellow with the greenish shorts, 4th from left at the moment, moving well down the back straight. And actually quickest away is Kumaraj of Sri Lanka, really quick through the first 200 in that blue strip. He's a 45.8 performer this year, but he leads at the moment by quite some margin. Solomon going okay right in the centre. Inside him, the Jamaican best of Anthony Cox is moving well around the second bend as they come into the straight. Kumaraj has given 101% through the first 300. Now he's chased down by the big figure of Cox, the Jamaican, who looks very strong for the last 50. Solomon follows him through, and he's under real pressure here for 3rd place, and I think he just loses out there to Geldenhuis of Namibia, who gets 3rd spot. It is the first 3, remember, who go through by right, and I think despite giving everything for the first 380, it was nearly enough. Kumaraj of Sri Lanka might just have got run out of it. It was very tight at the line. No doubting the strong finish and fine form of Anthony Cox. Maybe a little bit frustrated after not being able to give his all in Eugene a couple of weeks back because of COVID, but he wins in 45.51. That is only a couple of clicks outside his lifetime best from earlier on this season. And Steve Solomon, 45.98, a solid 2nd for Australia. And it was Ivan Dani Geldenhuis of Namibia who took 3rd place, 46.51. Kumaraj will have to wait and see, but 46.53, I'm not sure it'll be quick enough. Desiree Jordan of St Vincent and the Grenadines, a personal best for him, significant leap forward, 47.29.
I was absolutely willing the Sri Lankan 3rd from the left here as we look at it to get himself home in the top 3. It was a really bold piece of running because he knew the likes of Cox of Jamaica and Solomon, who seems to have been around for a lifetime, made the Olympic final, must have been a teenager then back in 2012. The Sri Lanka knew that they would be coming and closing, and that he'd start wading through treacle towards the back end of the race. Geldenhuis did really well to come through in lane 2. Good running by Cox, just off the podium in the World Youth a few years ago. So unlucky to get COVID in Eugene and not be able to perform at his best. It was a good run by Solomon there, and Geldenhuis out-dipping Kumaraj. So the Sri Lankan will have to wait to see whether he can claim one of the 3 non-automatic spots. But remember, that's 3 non-automatic spots from 7 heats. Good running by Cox, 3rd in the Jamaican National Champs. Just to make it as any level of international in a Jamaican sprint event shows you the calibre of the man we've just been watching, just off the podium in the World Youth, and he'll be absolutely determined to remind everybody what he could have produced in Eugene had COVID not brought his aspirations at the Worlds to a premature end.
Well, there it is. You can see the fine form of Anthony Cox. Bottom of picture. Working hard with the arms there. And that is very nearly a lifetime best. And I think there's considerably more to come from the 21-year-old. Solomon of Australia in the dark glasses. Moving well, and you can see the effort from Ivan Dani Geldenhuis. Here he is with about 40 to go. He's way back in 4th, but he keeps battling away. Kumaraj by far the smallest of the 4 in shot. just tying up the stride length going, the knees not coming up over the final metres, and he just gets out dipped by the Namibian, giving himself an early 21st birthday present in effect. There it is, Anthony Cox wins for Jamaica 45.51, a lovely big capital Q beside his name. Steve Solomon likewise for Australia in second place, and Gelden Huys of Namibia taking that precious third spot by 2 100ths of a second of Kalinga Hua Kamaraj of Sri Lanka.
Seville is in 2.
981, his personal best. The meet record holder for this race, 2023 World Champs 4x1 bronze medalist, and sadly for him, has not been able to win a global medal outside the relays.
I love this guy's name, Bayanda Walaza, from the Republic of South Africa.
The 19-year-old, still a junior, 994 just last month, the 2024 World Under-20 double sprint gold medalist, also won a silver at Paris in the 4x1.
I think this next gentleman went to Garvey Maceo, did he? Kishane Thompson is in lane 4.
Yes, has a twin brother, 9.97 seconds. 9.77 seconds his personal best, a 2024 Olympic silver medalist.
By Benitez.
9.95 seconds his personal best, the Puerto Rican national 100 meters champion, shot to prominence at the World Indoor Championships, missed the final, well, stopped in the final due to injury.
What a way to pull the curtain down on the Racers Grand Prix. The Blue Ribbon event is the marquee event, the men's 100 meter dash. The meet record 9.82, the world lead 9.84.
Set.
The set position, away they go. Kishane Thompson got a very good start. Seville has catching up to do. Kishane Thompson looks imperious. He looks commanding. He takes command. Goes away in great style. Kishane Thompson.
988.
Sensational performance. 9.88. The flash time. We wait for it officially. That was a brilliant piece of execution by the Olympic bronze medalist. 9.88. The wind is legal. Superlative performance.
Seville 997 in second. Sub 10, sub 10.
Yeah. 988, Kishane Thompson, a blast out of the blocks. And Oblique Seville didn't get the best of starts. We questioned his fitness. Came on late in the end, clearly trying to run back into some form. You'll see the replay momentarily.
Walaza fourth. 10.06 it says.
The replay coming up now. A good start from Kishane Thompson. Walaza, the South African, almost equal to Thompson at about the 50-meter stage, but Thompson pouring away. And Oblique Seville right there with them. And Leot Letla of South Africa would have been finishing strong as well. Look at this. Good start again from Walaza. His arm action, very unique. Can't miss him. At this point, Seville way back, but Kishane Thompson very comfortable, becomes upright at this point and motors across the line for a sub 10, his second sub 10 100 meters race this season, the first being the 999.
And Seville looks all right.
He does. Just not the best of starts. You'd used to see him in the center lanes, found himself in lane 2 this time around.
Now, the men's 100 meters final, the excitement began with the dramatic men's 100 meters final. Before the race even got underway, fans witnessed an unexpected twist when one of the competitors was disqualified, adding even more tension to the event. Once the race started, Jamaica's Kishane Thompson delivered another spectacular performance, showing incredible acceleration and composure. Thompson stormed across the finish line in a personal best, confirming that he is rapidly becoming one of the world's elite sprinters. His consistency, confidence, and raw speed continue to impress athletics fans everywhere. And performances like this prove that he is ready to challenge for the biggest titles in the sport. Anthony Cox impresses in the 400 meters. The excitement didn't stop with the sprint, attention when shifted to the men's 400 meters heats, where another Jamaican athlete stepped into the spotlight. Anthony Coz produced a disciplined and controlled race, taking command of his heat and crossing the finish line fast in 45.51 seconds. His victory demonstrated Jamaicans' growing strength beyond the traditional sprint events. While the country is famous for producing world-class 100 meters and 200 meters runners, athletes like Coz are showing that Jamaica continues to develop talent across multiple disciplines. Kishane Thompson does it again. Later in the program came another major highlight during the Racers Grand Prix. Once again, Kishane Thompson took center stage. Against another strong field, Thompson exploded from the blocks and powered to an outstanding victory in 9.88 seconds, one of the fastest performances of the season. His fellow Jamaican Oblique Sevin also impressed with the second place finish, giving fans another reminder that Jamaica possesses incredible sprinting depth. When two Jamaicans are paddling each other at the front of world-class races, it sends a powerful message to the rest of the athletics in the world. Why Jamaica keeps producing champions? Perhaps the biggest question or discussion from this video wasn't just about individual victories. It was about why Jamaica continues to dominate sprinting year after year. Many people believe that after Usain Bolt retired, Jamaica's gold era world would come to an end. Instead, the opposite has happened. A new generation featuring Kishane Thompson, Oblique Sevin, Brian Liville, and many other talented athletes has emerged to continue the country's remarkable legacy. One major reason is Jamaica's legendary high school championships, commonly known as champs. This competition is unlike anything else in the world. Every year, thousands of young athletes compete at an incredibly high level before they even become professional. The experience prepares them mentally and physically for international competitions and creates a continuous pipeline of elite talent. Competition creates excellence. Another important factor in the fierce internal competition among Jamaican athletes. Every major national championship feels like an international final because so many world-class sprinters are competing against one another. To make the national team, athletes must consistently run exceptional times. That level of competition forces everyone to improve, creating stronger athletes who are already battle-tested before stepping onto the global stage. It's a system that has produced champions for decades. And judging by today's performances, it shows no signs of slowing down. In conclusion, we can say that Kishane Thompson's brilliant victories to Anthony Coz, impressive 400-meter performance, and Oblique Sevin's continuous highs. Jamaica once again demonstrated why it remains one of the greatest sprinting nations in history. The legend may have inspired the world, but this new generation is writing its own remarkable story. If these performances are any indication, the future of Jamaican athletics is brighter than ever. What do you think? Is Kishane Thompson the next global sprint superstar? Can Jamaica continue its incredible dominance for another decade? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your families and friends. Don't forget even your enemies, because you can share with them and then you become friends again. This can change mindset of someone. Thank you so much for tuning in this channel, and be blessed.